Hello, I am Geo. Well, I don't have to tell you all my name because you can just call me the Professor. And I would like to introduce you to a trainer named Red. Now, this isn't the Red that you all probably know of already. No, this Red is a bit different. Now, let me catch you up on this particular Red. And don't worry, I'll try to make this as quick as I can, since Red told me the last time I went on talking for too long, it didn't go so well for most people. Alright, so Red began his Pokemon journey with his Charmander, given to him by his father when he was young. Now, he didn't start recording his journey until he got to the second gym leader, which was the water-type gym, Misty. Now, because his only Pokemon was a weak fire type, he didn't last too long in that battle, so he knew he had to go catch a Pokemon of a different type. So he would end up catching a wild Pikachu, which would actually work out pretty well for him in the end. And then with his new wild Pikachu by his side, he went on and re-challenged the gym leader, and finished her off pretty easily, with the type advantage now being on his side. He now had to move on to the third gym leader, which was Lieutenant Surge, but because he had no other forms of transportation, he had to get over there by foot, and because of that, he had to go quite the distance. He even ran to a haunted house, and unfortunately for him, his Pikachu ended up running inside, so he had to go through and save his Pikachu, but luckily, they were both able to make it out just fine. But unfortunately for Red, it ended up getting dark out, and he ended up getting lost in the forest. But, luckily for him, he ran into me. Yes, the Professor. I went on and I talked with him for a while. Now, he told me that if I wanted to retell his story, I would have to cut down on the amount of talking on my end. So I'm just gonna tell you the important parts of what I said. When I ran into Red, there was just something about him that clicked with me, and I'm still not sure what that was. But, because of that, I showed him my greatest invention, the Pokédex. You see, my goal as a Pokemon Professor is to record all the Pokemon that there are, so I know how all their types relate with each other, and then with that information, I'll be able to help create a better world. Now, because I'm not such a great trainer myself, I decided to bestow the Pokédex upon Red. And with this, I had Red make a promise to me that he would record all the Pokemon of the Kanto region, bring back the Pokédex to me, and I promised to him that if he did that, I would have a surprise for him. So after that, he ended up making it to the electric-type gym and took on Lieutenant Surge. But his first time taking him on didn't go so well, as Lieutenant Surge's Raichu ended up destroying his Pikachu. I found him crying in his hotel room after the loss to Lieutenant Surge, and I offered him to an electric stone so he could evolve his Pikachu into a Raichu, because I thought that would make it to where they could compete better on an even field. But he decided to not do that and instead train his Pikachu to be able to fight better against the Raichu, and I ended up actually helping him with that. And after successfully training his Pikachu, he ended up beating Lieutenant Surge. And after that, Lieutenant Surge would end up offering Red the position as the electric-type gym leader. Red would end up accepting the position as the electric-type gym leader. Now for you all, that's where his story ended. But for me, it was just beginning. Because after that, he would end up going throughout the Kanto region and catching as many Pokemon as he could find and completing about 90% of his Pokédex for me. Now, I've discovered a whole new region of Galar. And Galar is amazing. So many new Pokemon. So many new large areas filled with Pokemon to discover and research and catalog. But unfortunately, I have to take care of some business here in Kanto. So, I have gotten Red to go to Galar for me, catch these Pokemon, and catalog them in the Pokédex. And together with him catching these Pokemon for me, I'll be able to have the dex completed for 2 whole regions. And then that'll be an amazing surprise for him. But until then, enjoy Red's Galarian adventure.